Okay guys, it's like my attempt number 3 or 4 trying to record this now. It just jumped me out of the game a second ago, got no idea why to be fair. So just Dragon Hills using the Freeze Blast weapon. Let's try to buy that again. I don't think I've given my coins actually. The last game I don't think it did, it literally jumped to my title screen, so I've got nothing else on, it's just the Freeze Blast weapon. And obviously my 2 revives, which I do. I think my last one with the Black Dragon with all the power-ups, this will be Freeze Blast, and my next one will be Freeze Blast with all the power-ups. And then Comet Shower, so it's more just to, so you can see how they'll perform sort of by himself and with the power-ups, so you can... I don't think the best way to obviously get the best dragon is to have every single thing bought, to be fair. I think you can get a lot further just sort of like using a Black Dragon or customizable set of stuff by itself, rather than buying everything. I think you'll be able to get a lot further and make a better distance. If that's what you're aiming for. Obviously the problem are people which I've had the game, I've not actually tried looking into it, but just to post a video or something or a picture saying, "Oh look, I've got a million score," which if you get that legit then fair enough, but I don't think anybody's ever covered that much distance. I'm getting absolutely done over here. But to be fair, it's not the best weapon to use as the Freeze Blast. All it literally does is sort of the birds, I think they just get frozen in the sky. Yep. The axe throwers, they get frozen so they catch a weapon, but still keep moving. If you take too long, it will wear off. Arrow carriages, like this guy here, it will freeze him in his spot, but obviously again, take too long, they'll come off. So be careful on that. Bosses, it doesn't freeze. What else does it freeze? Obviously it'll turn anything that's any lava to water, so obviously you can't burn whilst it's about. Or, when you get it near lava, it just turns into water for you, so that's it can be a save if you're about to drop into someone and you catch a Freeze Blast on the way down. Obviously it depends on how desperate you are for that Freeze Blast, but it's not something I'd really go for all the time. I will end up doing another video way down the line where I've got all the upgrades again, talking over it. It seems to be the most popular video. I've still got no idea as to why. 50,000 views on just that video, and I've honestly got no idea why. And not sound or anything, just people obviously seem to watch it, it's got out there somewhere, and it stayed out there. That's destroyed it. That was a pretty good jump, to be fair. The mountain that's just destroyed it without really trying. Perfect jumps, do try to get them. I shouldn't have dropped there. I thought I was going to hit it, so I started dropping it. It just made me hit it instead of just slightly gliding over the top, which is what would have happened. Anyway, that's my first sort of jump out. Okay, well, Freeze Blast here, not to really use it on. That jump didn't work as expected. See if we can get them to. Okay, yeah. So even if it's not a perfect jump, so say if you get blasted back, I suppose as long as you collect all the coins in that sort of spot in the air, you'll be able to have it classed as a perfect jump, and you'll still get another bonus coins. So if you are after your coins, make sure you're trying to get as many perfect jumps in as you can. But just sort of referring on the Freeze Blaster, not really much to talk about on it. It's just not something I'd recommend getting or using if you're trying to work out what's best to use. I probably should go for the dragons. It's like the Comet Shower's is probably a bit better than this, but it's not all that. Just fully upgrade your sword, your armour, and probably get the dragons. Maybe not the Worminator either. Like, the Lull Skies is great because you can sort of just fly across the top. The Ultimate Dragon, I think it's called, the one that basically Lord of the Skies but breathes fire. The lot, I'm pretty sure them two both take damage. I'm pretty sure the Black Dragon's the only one that doesn't. The Black Dragon's great because it just doesn't take damage and it just annihilates everything in its path. So it's another good dragon to use if you're trying to work out what to use and where and when and why. And again, there's just no need to buy all the upgrades, so if you can save yourself some money, go for it. Best thing to do. There's no chance of me getting that chest, or, well, where he was blowing up because he wasn't moving forwards, and that was a very big my bad. I thought I was going to cook just before, and obviously it didn't, so that's twice I've messed up here, but I'm never going to get a massive great distance from this. Freeze Blast anyway, so don't really expect me to, especially not without any power-ups. I'll get a bit further with the power-ups. Again, it's not anything spectacular to be keep an eye out for. The great thing about, and there's tons of them like that, and there's a pool ahead, you just know if you stay out of the way, they're going to die. Which is obviously again useful to us, but they'll not use that on. So now when that happens, you sort of get power up, especially with the freeze blast. There's just nothing to use it on. Sometimes get it with the coin thing as well. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head. It's not the magnets. It's like basically coin blast. It turns all buildings and enemies into basically just a pile of coins. Yeah, that one. That's quite disappointing when you end up getting it. So, it normally spawns near some buildings, but you need to be moving pretty fast to be able to grab it and make a proper use of it, really. Here we are again. So we've hit this sort of. I don't think we hit the fire mod yet on this video. It was on the last one, but I don't really know how to keep it going constantly. I did have it a second ago where it sort of wore off and came back on. That one again in the last video. I've got no idea how I did it though. It just sort of happened. If I can do that again, I'd be quite impressed. Or if anyone knows how to do it, I'd be quite impressed. But I think you just get it from momentum. I don't think there's any level requirement on that, but again, I could be wrong. It wasn't there when I first got the game, which were obviously a couple of updates ago, because there'd been new dragons and stuff since I very first got the game. And also the video which got 50,000 views doesn't have all the latest dragons and stuff. But still, it's easy enough, fair enough, straightforward enough. To be fair, I'm doing a lot more better. I'm getting a lot further than what I thought I would. I already have. I have. So if at any point I die, I'm not that fussed. I've got a lot further than what I thought I would do with just the freeze blast. I don't know if that's down to my own skills, because that's a lot what you're relying on here. Obviously get the occasional freeze blast, but you're more relying on your skills than anything else. Because obviously when I need the black dragon, it'll just got a black dragon just destroy everything. Whereas even when you get the freeze blast, your stomach, be careful what you're doing in your sort of surroundings, and what you're going through. So I'm quite impressed so far. That was a massive my bad. I tried going for the coins, got greedy with the coins and got killed by the lava. That's another thing that can distract you. Don't always go for coins if it's going to get you killed, like I just did there. But other than that, do please enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate your feedback, and thank you for watching. My overall, it's my least favourite is the freeze blast, so that's a no good. We'll just wait on what to see I've actually got from this. I will be set as a record, so it's my record with the freeze blast, just so you all know. I need to reset the game basically every time I'm starting again, because I need to wipe all of my weapons and stuff. Other than that, I've already said like, comment, I hope you enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. Do check out any more content I've got coming up. There will be more videos. Do check out Ace Flaherty as well. He's put a Dragon Hills video up. He's still sort of getting through the game. I think he might be doing some later on, I'm not sure. As in, like, he might be making some more.